Hello, Sonar family. Jules here, and it is Tuesday morning. I kind of missed the boat again yesterday, but we're not really on a time schedule here, I guess, and I don't think anybody out there is going to lose any sleep over the fact they didn't get to see my pretty face on a Monday morning. Not a whole lot really going on to report, which is a lot of why I didn't put anything up yesterday. I got a long-term postponement on an interview that was supposed to happen couple months ago, and now I've gotten pushed out till 2026 with this particular artist, and it is a high profile Sonar artist. So, other than that, I've got the D500 ready to ship, and it came out great. It's not a museum piece. It's not necessarily what you'd call a player's drum either. It's been toured and all that, but it was taken pretty good care of. I've taken some really good photographs of it, and I'll probably put it on Reverb. It's not going to be a cheap drum. This drum was made in May of '94, and this was the one of the reissues that was reissued in '93 with the Hella Hoops. And it's a great drum, and they're extremely rare. The D5, the original D500, I think it might have gone out of production in the '70s, so it was off the market for a long time. You hardly ever see them, and I don't think I've ever seen a D500 reissue offered anywhere ever in over 20, almost 25 years of being on the internet in the Sonar world. So this is a very rare drum and an incredibly awesome drum at that. So it will go for a high price. And the only, I'm not even going to sit here and make excuses for it. It's a rare drum. Uh, and somebody's going to have a gem when they get it. Other than that, not a whole lot. I got more gear coming. I've got a couple of the P9395 pedals, which are the original designer series pedals, still in the box unopened. So if you want to talk to me about those, email me and we can go from there. Got other cool stuff. I've actually got right now sitting on a copper single tom holder. Single tom holders are hard to find for even chrome, and I've got one of those coming. Um, so got some neat things on the way here and some other stuff. Working on some content, and I got to get real serious with getting some content out to you. Um, Interviews are kind of a quirky thing. If I get a good sonar artist that people are familiar with, uh, we have really good viewership. If I get somebody that's not well known, I get better review. I could sit here and do a video comparing the sound of hitting hoops with drumsticks and how different hoops sound and do better than some of these artist interviews. And I find it sad, but I guess people just don't want to invest 40 minutes in somebody they don't know. And the thing is, I think people are really missing out. And I mean that wholeheartedly. It's not trying to convince you that you should watch a video of somebody you don't know, but these are good videos, and everything I've worked up, I felt like had really good information in there. There was a lot of stuff talking to Jerry Pentecost lately about the uh, Nashville scene that I didn't know, and I think that other people would have found interesting. Um, you got a lot of Pearl and you got a lot of Sonar in Nashville because they're both based out of Nashville, and not enough drummers. I didn't know that, but that just all these conversations I'm having with these different people are really yielding a lot of really cool information. And I'll probably go back at some point and do some remixes. I've mentioned this before, but not what I'm about to tell you. And what I may do is I may go with some of these interviews that aren't performing very well and pull out snippets where they give some interesting information. Go pull out snippets and do a collage kind of video where you've got all these underperforming videos and I've got snippets out of there, and people, if somebody will sit there and actually watch them and I'll throw in some cool stuff too. I say cool stuff. I'll throw in some stuff I know somebody's going to want to see. Maybe a little bit of Todd Zuckerman, Gavin Harrison, and all that. Mix it all in so that somebody's got to watch the whole thing to see all of what they wanted to see, and maybe that will make them realize, hey, look, this guy. Actually, I don't know who he is. I didn't watch his interview, but he seems interesting. Now I think I'll go back and watch the interview. So I've got a lot of work to do. Uh, really need to build up some more strength in the um, subscribers. We really need more subscribers, not for monetization. I still have not hit that first penny on monetization yet. Um, and it's really not a big deal because it's never going to be a big money maker. Um, at best, I hope it'll pay for the yearly expenses of uh, having the site, the forum, and looking to try to add some selling software to the site. And so that's going to be another expense. If I could at least get uh, the monetization on YouTube to offset all or at least most of the expense of operating the different sites and doing the different things, that would be a really big help. But we'll see how that shakes out in the long run. Anyway, got a lot of things planned, got a lot of ideas in the works. But I encourage you to watch all the interviews, and I try to bring out interesting content too. And right now, trying to scramble to build up the subscribership. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And I'm working on getting you some more good stuff out. And just bear with me, and we will talk to you soon.